Hi guys, thank you for coming back. Hearing crystal clear here. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Woo, do I got a special topic for y'all. Y'all are in for a treat. You are in for a treat. We're going to put this out on Front Street. You are in for a treat. So today, hey Kelly, hey Travis, hey Veronica, hey Daria. So today, our topic is going to be cloning. Yes, the long awaited topic that needs to be talked about. Okay. Bruh. Let me get my chair right. Cloning. Cloning is going on each and every day, okay? You don't even know it. Matter of fact, a lot of you are cloned and you don't know it, okay? Let me tell you how cloning works. A natural clone are twins, all right? If you're a twin, you are a natural clone, all right? But let me tell you something. The Anunnaki has been cloning for over 6,000 years, okay? Your history only goes back 2,500 years. All right. So you see how history is wrong, and you see how you're missing a lot of history. You're missing a lot of knowledge. You're missing a lot of I want to say sacred ancient texts of who you really are. If you want to find out who you really are, the book of Enoch. Okay? The book of Enoch will help you find out who you are. But like I said, every celebrity has a clone. A lot of you humans are clones. And let's talk about the different types of clones, okay? All right, you got three different types, okay? You have gene cloning, reproductive cloning, and therapeutic cloning, all right? Gene cloning produces copies of the genes and segments of the DNA. So it takes like literally segments of your DNA. Reproductive cloning produces copies of whole animals. So like you remember when the government came out with the sheep dolly back in the 90s when they said, oh, y'all, we're really cloning. We're really out here in these streets. We out here in these lab streets and we cloning, son. And remember they had Dolly, okay? And let me tell you this. 90% of the cloning fails. The technology they have is so bad. They've been doing this for 6,000 years that they're saying that the cloning is so bad. That's why you see Hillary Clinton. That's why you see her break down. That's why when you see certain humans, they're like, they don't act right. They're not doing this right. They're not functioning right. They're a clone. Okay? They're a clone. They're getting instructions to operate or to run. All right? It's plenty of footage of Hillary Clinton out here barely functioning. Trump doing the same thing. Remember when Trump had the really big ass? Trump has two, okay? One in a red tie, one in a blue tie, all right? A lot of these clones, they are spliced with aborted fetuses, human DNA. I could take your skin, okay? I could take your skin cells and I can clone you. That's why it's so important to watch who you're around, because I can take your hair and I can make a clone. You can actually clone with hair. I can take your skin and I can clone with your skin. So it really goes deep. It really goes deep. All I have to go do is get a pig or a mammal, something that's close to your DNA as well, splice you in a lab, put you on a petri dish, put you in an incubator, harvest your ass and watch you grow. Okay? This is actually another form of IVF, in vitro fertilization, for the couples who can't have babies, all right? When you can't have babies, they're literally reproducing a clone for you. All right? Let's see. So therapeutic cloning, it produces embryonic stem cells for experiment. So therapeutic is like, say if I wanted to create a baby, all right? And I wanted the perfect baby. And say if I had a autoimmune disease, with cloning, my kids, I won't pass that autoimmune disease on to my kids because now I just modified altered carbon. You know the show Altered Carbon? That's cloning. Okay, that's cloning. And I'm going to tell you how also in another way too. So say if, what was I saying? Dang, what was I saying? Okay. So say if I wanted to have a kid, but I didn't want it to have any, of the genetic malfunctions or mutations that I had. All I would have to go do is tell the scientists, I don't want my kid to have autoimmune disease. I don't want my kid to have diabetes. I don't want my kid to have a small butt. I don't want my kid to, you can alter so many things with cloning. Okay? They've been doing it since the beginning of time. Hitler had a clone. JFK had a clone. Every celebrity has a clone. All right. If you're in the elite, you have a clone. And that's just that. Okay. That's just that. Say cloning works like this. If I have a pig, all right. And since it has the same DNA makeup that I have, it's an animal just like I am, okay? It's an animal. It has a brain, it has eyes. That's why you can't say animals don't have souls. You're a damn lie. Animals do have souls, okay? I take a pig, and then I take my skin cells, all right? And then I get an electric pulse, okay? I get electricity, okay? And it causes the skin cells to fuse with the eggs. That's why you can't eat eggs. Y'all are out here. I mean, I'm going to say a lot of things, but I have to do a lot of subcategories because a lot of things go hand in hand. So I got to make everything coincide with everything. That's why I got to take you down this rabbit hole with me. It's going to sound like I'm all over the place, but I'm not, because how I have to explain it to you, I have to tie it into the other lessons so you can comprehend and so you can understand what I'm saying to you of how the process of cloning works. Okay? So I got the electric pulse, I got the skin cells, and then I fuse it with the eggs. You're not supposed to eat another chicken's eggs because those are her ovaries. Okay? That's the female lady nuts. What are you doing eating the female lady nuts? Okay? Stop eating eggs. You don't need to eat eggs. Would you eat your girlfriend eggs? Would you eat your wife eggs? Why are you eating a chicken's eggs? All right? This is how this stuff goes hand in hand. I'm trying to make everything connect for you. Okay, so then I take I fuse the electricity with the egg, and then the nucleus containing the DNA removed from the egg, I put it in an unfertilized egg, and then you put it into adult female. That's why women used to run the earth. We did not need men to have children. Women used to be asexual, and in order to clone, all right, you have to be asexual. You don't need a mate. You don't need a mate to clone. So say if I wanted to have a baby right now and I wanted to do it, all I need is a dope lab, a pig, some electricity, some DNA cells, and so an unfertilized egg and a fertilized egg, and an animal. It's that simple. Okay, it's that simple. That's why the government is harvesting humans and cloning people. Okay, and they've been doing this since the beginning of time. So after that, it's going to go into cell fusion and then cell division. A lot of this is anatomy physiology. That's why you need to know your anatomy physiology. After the cell division, it's going to have an early stage of an embryo that is implanted in the surrogate, whatever animal you're using, like a pig or a monkey, whatever you're trying to create. And then once you put that in there, once you put that in her ovaries, she's going to get fertile, especially if she's ovulating. This is how easy it is to clone. I can take a turkey baster and take the seed or sperm or whatever I need, and I can apply it to an egg. Okay? That's in vitro. That's how simple science is. You just got to know what you're doing, baby. So, that's pretty much how that goes. So with that being said, people don't believe in aliens. I don't know why. Because the aliens are cloning you. All right? The government is taking alien DNA and they're putting it with human DNA and they're cloning you. Okay? If you don't believe me, go look this up. In you, you have what is called junk DNA. And when you go look what junk DNA is, it's going to say you're part alien, you're part extraterrestrial, you're part Anunnaki, you're part Luciferian. It's going to say you're part bird, you're part wolf, you're part clay, you're part mud. Okay? It's gonna say you're a little bit of everything. So I don't understand how people can be racist. I don't understand how people can say aliens do not exist. Aliens, demons, and angels are 3 different separate entities and species, okay? You need to know that. Aliens do exist. They exist so much that we actually have what is called military grade alien technology, okay? Look it up. We have military grade technology. Okay? And other alien machinery. We made a pact with the aliens in 1952. Okay? They came down, and when they came down, they actually made a pact with us to exchange technology. All right? So we offered them that they can take a bunch of humans, okay? They can mutilate and experiment on a bunch of humans. That's why you keep getting the alien abductions and all that. Those are real, okay? Those are real. So the government made a treaty with the aliens and said, look, you can take all the humans you want, but just tell us who you take. That's why people keep coming up missing, okay? The government is working with these aliens, with these extraterrestrials, with these species that are not of this world, okay? For technology. Our government exchanged technology with the Greys, okay? And the technology ain't even that good. So once we did the deal with them, the aliens crawfished us, okay? And they started taking all kind of humans without telling the government when, where they were going, who they were taking, and all that good stuff, okay? So with that being said, we got crawfished. And the aliens took over and they said, we're going to keep cloning. We're going to keep doing whatever we got to do. That's why when people like have time blackouts and all that stuff, yo, they've been abducted. They've been worked on. A lot of these people have been replaced. A lot of people around you have been replaced. Y'all are sitting up here walking around like, cloning ain't real. Aliens ain't real. Yeah, reptiles ain't real. Demons ain't real. Listen here. Come here. Let me tell you something. If you really knew what this world was, you would go insane. You would literally go insane if you really saw the world for what it was. Okay? That's why a lot of you are not chosen to wake up. That's why a lot of you will not see what's going on. Okay? You're not supposed to because you're not strong enough to. Some of the things in this world is so advanced that it would literally break your mind if you saw the world for what it really was. Okay? That's how strong this stuff is. So I'm going to show you a few things. Let me see. All right. And then cloning is in every movie. If it's in the movie, it's real. If it's in the movie, it's true. They're just saying it's entertainment to blow it off for the ones who don't know better. But here we go. I'm going to show you. All right. The Illuminati Secret Celebrity Murder and Cloning Centers Explained. All right. If you haven't heard of Donald Marshall, he's a clone within himself. He's a clone as well. All right. Donald Marshall is a clone and he sounds off on what they're doing. Let's read this article. Have you ever noticed that sometimes a certain celebrity seems ever so slightly off? Maybe it's an errant beauty mark or the fact that their eyelids have begun to blink sideways. You can feel in your heart that something is just not right. That's because your darling idol is dead. Don't worry though, because before they were killed, your favorite celebrity was cloned. All right? Which means that unlike Paul McCartney, who was simply replaced with a lookalike. Yes, Paul McCartney died in a car wreck after him and John Lennon got in a fight. Okay? Paul McCartney's been dead for a very long time and they replaced him. All right? I can even show you the genetic similarities in his case. Countless incarnations of your dearly departed could be walking among us for centuries to come. Okay, let me stop you right here. Let's talk about this. This is why we don't need to let them chip us or vaccinate us. Because when they chip you, let me tell you what's going to happen. In 1995, a company called British Telecom, okay, they got into the technological side of business and they created the RFID chips, okay? And when the government got them to create these chips, remember, the British Parliament does own the United States. They did own the United States, okay? So they created something called Soul Capture Technology 2025 because that's the time when the technology is supposed to be ready in 2025, and this was 1995. So what the British telecom company did was created a technology called soul capturing technology. Now, it's designed to create clones of planetary inhabitants, human beings, though the process of soul capture technology and manipulating the synthetic timelines, okay? When you manipulate the timelines, that's when you have the Mandela effect. All right, I'm going to tie all of this in together for you because I need for you to make it all coincide with one another so you can be like, oh, this is what the government is doing, and that's what the government is doing, and this is how they're getting down, and this would explain a lot of what the celebrities, what their roles are, what they are doing, and how they get down. All right, so I dug this up for you. Now, the soul capture technology, let me tell you what it does. The data implanted into someone else's brain attaches to the optical nerve, okay, in your eye. It goes in your eye. That's why you don't want to do LASIK. That's why you don't want any kind of eye surgery going on, because they go behind that optic nerve in your eye, all right, and then they attach it to the optical nerve. So it stores the sensory impulses, all right, and that would be it would download and play back all of your memories of your subconscious. Everything in your lifetime that you've seen, all right, that's what this technology is doing. That's why we can't let them chip us. It is very important that you do not let them chip you. It is very important because what they're going to do, they're going to capture your soul. They're going to steal your subconscious, and then they're going to clone you, okay? That you thought this was about a virus? No, this is not about a virus. They need to chip you in order to clone you. All right, let me tell you what they're cloning for. All right, I know a lot of you don't believe me because I'm getting deep off into the rabbit hole with this stuff, but let me tell you what they're cloning you for. Mars. They need slaves on Mars. All right, that's why Trump is trying so hard to get the space program together. That's all you hear him talk about is space program, space program, space program. Why is he talking about the space program? Well, my friends, they need slaves, and you are the perfect specimen for that to happen. So let me tell you, it's a virus out. And let me tell you that I got to vaccinate you in order to cure you from a virus with a survival rate of 99.9%. Okay? So if I'm telling you, Kat, what the fuck are you talking about? Kat, we just had this discussion. Nobody cares about your fucking religion. Take that shit somewhere else. We just talked about that. Take it somewhere else. We don't care about your religion. Your religion has nothing to do with cloning. Cut it out, people. Critical thinking. Do better. Stay on task. You're off task. Get back to the task at hand, buddy. I love you, but you got to cut that shit out. Stop pushing Jesus on us. We don't want that shit here. Keep that with you. You see what I mean? I just got this video out of my mouth. Do you see the shit that I got to go through? Read the comment. You see what I mean? Hey, y'all think I be doing these videos for nothing. Nope. Nope. Back to cloning. Keep your religion out of our business. Religion has nothing to do with our business. Okay? All right. So, no one cares about your religion. No one. You're the only one bringing it up. We're talking about cloning. Make it make sense. Use common sense. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's as simple as that. Prime example. There they go again. Beating that damn Bible. Get that shit out of here. All right. So basically, they're saying, be quiet, cat. Take a break. Go take a walk. Just go take a walk, cat. This has nothing to do with whatever you're talking about. Bye. Bye. Either sit down, listen to the video, and take the message, or leave. Okay? Back to the subject, please. So, they're doing this because they're taking slaves to Mars. Okay? That's why so many people are coming up missing. Okay? So many people have gone missing. It's not even funny. That's why the government is taking these kids and they're harvesting them. They're cloning these kids and they're doing whatever they can. They're doing whatever they can to they're doing whatever they can to get more slaves on Mars, right? So by doing this, they're taking your memory. They said, yo, we got to vaccinate you. It's a virus coming, okay? It's a virus coming. We got to vaccinate you. Now, listen, let me tell you this. Corona has been around since 1969, okay? Since 1969, everybody and their mama has had corona. Corona is a common cold. Okay, but here's the thing. They're not saying corona anymore. No one has called it corona since it started because there is no virus. Okay, there's no virus. What they had to do was welcome in the New World Order and they have to chip you. Okay, that's why it's called the mark of the beast. All right, they have to chip you. All right, so now they're telling you it's a deadly virus. We got to take care of this. Y'all, it's been 6 months. Ain't no way I'm going to sit at home with no cold for 6 months. Let's use our common sense. They have a bigger plan at hand and they're trying to clone you. That's why they're trying to chip you. That's why I'm telling you these lessons right here and right now. That's why I'm letting you know religion ain't got shit to do with what we're talking about. Because if it did, don't you think your Jesus would have came down and would have stopped COVID himself? This will be a wonderful time for Jesus to step in if that's the case. Okay? That's why religion ain't got shit to do with what's going on. These is real people matters. Okay? Real people matters. At any point, he could stop this shit. Okay? So, moving on. So now since the government is coming in and saying, we got to chip you. Okay, now you know why. Once they put that chip into you, it's going to take your memories. It's going to take your consciousness. It's going to take everything you own and everything you got. All right. And they're going to make another you. That's why they got to put that chip in you. And when they put that chip in you, that chip will be able to shut you down. The chip will be able to make you do certain things. The chip will be able to malfunction. Okay? And that's why they said 90% of the cloning never works. That's why you see Hillary Clinton shutting down a lot. Let me show you also something. Let's get back to the story. Okay, so... And a lot of these stars are dead. Some of these stars are dead and some are not. But here's the thing. Even if they are dead, using the pretense that you're going to keep these clones going, okay? Just the fact that they're going to try to keep these celebrities going even when they're dead is even more dangerous. Okay? It's even more dangerous to the fact that someone is really dead, but you got a replica of them walking around pretending like they're still alive. This is crazy. Okay? That should scare you even more. Okay, so Oh, by the way, Queen Elizabeth runs a cloning station. So they say. So they say. And you know, it's always been a story with her. She was wanted. She has a warrant out. She actually has a warrant out because 100,000 kids went missing under her watch. She took them babies. 100,000 kids went missing. You think I'm lying? Go to Time Magazine and look up the story. Time Magazine did an article on the story. Okay? So if she is the head of the cloning center, okay? If she's the head of the cloning center and 100 children went missing, let me see if I can find that for you. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Queen Elizabeth found guilty in missing children's case. Whistleblowers incarcerated. The whistleblowers got incarcerated. Okay? On May 10th, the International Tribunal into Crimes of Church and State was asking concerned citizens to demand Cunningham's immediate release. Successfully prosecuted Queen Elizabeth kidnapping along with 50,000 cases. Okay? She's taken over 100,000 children and no one can find these kids. No one. Tell me, where are the kids? Where's the kids, Queen? So she's the head of the cloning facility, all right? So it says Donald Marshall, which you guys all need to research. He's a clone himself. He even tells you that they tell him he can say whatever he wants. I mean, that they control whatever he says. All right? He says it's a cloning station run by Queen Elizabeth. And you can find this guy on Instagram. He really talks about cloning. And he really tells you what stars are cloned and all that good stuff. And here's the ethical issues in cloning. Let me tell you why cloning is against the universal law and why you cannot be transgender. Let's talk about why you cannot be transgender. You will get your ass reamed for being transgender because it goes against the universal laws. That's why you can't clone people, because you're playing God. When you play God, it's finito. You're done. Cannot do it. No. It's unethical. You're not supposed to play God. It's unnatural. Okay? It's unnatural to create a being out of thin air when it's not in the universal natural law. Okay? You have to follow the natural laws of the universe. These are the only laws that you are to abide by. Man-made laws ain't got shit to do with the universe. That's why you can break the man-made laws all day and be okay. You understand what I'm saying to you? If you break these universal laws, like clone yourself or accept that RFID chip that they're going to put into you, okay? If you accept these things, you're going to alter your DNA. You're going to alter your timeline. You're going to alter who you truly are. And then you're going to split your biological setup. You're going to split your DNA, and it's going to be two of you. So it's going to be like a doppelganger walking around this earth. And then you're going to be really pissed because it's not the real you. It's going to be like pieces of you sectioned off, okay? So they really have technology out here called soul capture technology. Look it up. The government can get your soul. Look it up. Okay? This is not bullshit. That we are so far beyond, okay, the rabbit hole level of bullshit. This is no conspiracy theorist shit. No. This is the God honest truth. You can look, this is government documents I'm reading to you. This is what the government has been working on so hard. That's why the movie Universal Soldiers with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren was about the clone soldiers, okay? Remember, they put the technology in the soldiers? Well, guess what the military did? The military done went and created some soldiers that can keep fighting, won't die, won't get depressed, and won't have PTSD. Okay? They're a droid. They're a clone. They're bionic now. That's why AI, transhumanism, that's why they're trying to roll this stuff in. I'm trying to prepare you for what is to come. Okay? You better wake up. You better wake up, because when they start pushing these mandatory vaccinations, they're going to be coming for you to clone you. Okay? I don't know what other way to put it, because when they put that chip in you, the chip is going to download your memory and it's going to upload. Oh, and the chip can hold 10 tetrabytes. Okay? You know how much a tetrabyte is? Let me tell you something. I got 1 terabyte on my iPhone storage and I can't even use up all of it. Okay? I can put so much data in a 1 TB, okay, that I can put your whole lifetime. I can put all of your memories into this 1 terabyte downloaded on just like this, like a USB. And a lot of people are probably carrying around a lot of people's soul conscious and subconscious around like a USB flash drive. That's how serious the government is. That's why they keep pushing for this 5G. And when after they get the 5G pushed, which they're doing now, okay, then comes 6G. 6G is the chip in you, okay? That's why they got to do digital currency, all right? I'm trying to make this all make sense to you because you need it. It's coming. It's going to happen. That's why you can't accept no vaccination. That's why you can't accept to be chipped. And that's why they're going to call it the mark of the beast. Okay? It's going to make you a beast. They're going to make you part man, part droid, part clone, whatever bionic pieces they're going to put in you, whatever AI reality they're going to put in you. Okay? And that's why a lot of you need to go back and watch the show Altered Carbon. Okay? Altered Carbon is going to be exactly what's going on when these vaccinations and these chips going to get pushed to you and in you. Okay? Donald Trump already spent $1.6 million on the syringes that the chips come in. Donald Trump is not your friend. Donald Trump, I'm going to repeat this one more time, just paid $1.6 million to get everybody a chip syringe to stick in your arm. Okay? He's with the fuck shit. He's behind it. And the more and more I tell you about this guy, the more and more y'all go in arms with him. But then again, you guys might be clones. That's the only way I can see it balancing out. Okay? So, Donald Trump is not for you. Donald Trump signed off on this. Donald Trump is a clone himself. How in the fuck is he going to save you and he can't even save himself? Make it make sense. Please make it make sense. Because it's not. It's not. Okay, let me read this to you. Check this out. Cloning psyops. Recently, there have been aggressive targeting attempts from NAA and MI Labs agencies to destroy spiritual consciousness groups or starseeds. What do I call y'all all the time? Starseeds, right? I tell you I'm an indigo starseed, correct? Yes. Yes. They know that you're a starseed as well. The government knows this. The government knows you're an indigo starseed. That's why they need you. This cannot work if you don't give, if you don't give your consent. That's why I need you with me to say no consent. We're not buying into this bullshit. We're not doing it. So that's why they're attacking the spiritual community. That's why all light workers, that's why all starseeds, that's why all starseeds are being attacked right now. Empaths, witches, shamans, priests, voodooists, voodons, everybody, okay? Anybody in the spiritual community, you are under. Did I hit a button? Everybody in the spiritual community, you are under attack. And that's why the government is coming for you so hard. That's why they keep coming up with these fact checkers. That's why they keep trying to make our life a living hell. That's why they keep trying to censor us. I showed you all of this in the Illuminati Revelation videos that I did the other day. Okay? All right, so back to reading this. It says the groups or starseed projects that are openly sharing about ET disclosures. I just told you about aliens, NAA, and related ascension information. These attempts are using AI to assimilate and clone ascension material in order to spin distortions, okay, and disinformation from them. How many times have fact checkers messed us up? Cloning, psyops, disinformation, fact checker is always on our ass. Targets to clone my voice and image in artificial realities were attempted in order to interfere with Syrian-based communication links that connect to the omniversal crystal star families. Star seeds, crystals are important. Okay, many of the crystal star family from the Sirius portal were attempted to be cloned and projected into artificial realities for the same purpose, using the spiritual deliverance techniques and commanding the return to the rightful owner of the body parts will help you to recollect your parts that have been cloned or replicated into AI without your consent. What do we tell the government? We do not consent. If you feel this has happened to you, okay? Bruh. You thought I was bullshitting? I'm showing you this to make it pertain to your current reality. What's going on in your current reality right now? You thought I was bullshitting? Everything that's going on in your reality, I just read to you. That's why a lot of people always feel angry. That's why you feel tired. Because it's demons. You're under attack. You're under attack from your government. That's why they keep trying to make you wear masks. They keep trying to kill you. They keep trying to break your spirit. They're trying to do so much to your human psyche. It's not even funny. Okay? It's not funny. That's why I'm trying to tell you, religion does not matter. That's why you have to be a spiritual person, because they're coming after the spirit. They don't care about that hoopla that they created. They created religion. Okay? They didn't create spirituality. They can't create spirituality. That's why a lot of cult clones don't have spirits. Okay? This stuff is so deep. It is so deep. It would literally blow your head away. That's why I'm here to interpret to you what's going on. Okay? That's why I'm trying to make it resonate with you, so it doesn't sound like, oh, you know, she's just going down the rabbit hole, or oh, she's a conspiracy theorist. No, we're beyond that. You're living it. You're living the theory. You're living the conspiracy. You're in the middle of it. You see it happening. You see it going down. All right? So I'm not full of shit. This is your current reality. What was I just saying? Check this out. What was I just saying? Biological drone. And that's why they started with the drones. A lot of people, you have drones, not good, not good. Many humans that have been abducted report that EBE entities, okay, appear to be drones designed to carry out certain tasks for higher ups, such as escort the abducted to the location where the medical or genetic examination will take place. All right. Remember, I just talked to you about alien abductions. I just talked to you about that. Many a times a creature reported as a gray alien. Remember I told you we made a treaty. We created hold on. Got the book. Hold on. I got declassified government documents. Hold on. You going deep today. You learning something today. Welcome to my world. What's up? All right. I'm about to show you government declassified. Deshaun, don't come in here with that shit. Take you and your fear out of this room. Bye. Bye, baby. I have never seen so many scary motherfuckers in my life. What are you afraid of? What? What are you afraid of? That's crazy. Fear no man. Fear no one. That's the most bum ass shit I've ever seen in my life. You are a whole man. How the fuck are you in fear? And I'm a woman and I have none. You understand what I'm saying to you? I better not ever hear somebody say, be careful or be fearful. You better not ever put on your armor of God and act like you are a warrior. You understand what I'm saying to you? Don't you ever let nobody see your weakness. And don't you ever show fear. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? That's how you feed the demons. That's how you feed archons. All right. So, I'm trying to give y'all the business today. Let me find it. All right. Found it. I found it. Here it is. I found it in 1953. This is the first contact, all right? In 1953, Dwight D. Eisenhower, first year in office, at least 10 more crash disks were recovered, along with 26 dead to four live aliens. In early 1953, the new president turned to friend and fellow counsel on foreign relations member Nelson Rockefeller for help. They began planning the secret structure. If y'all don't know about Rockefeller, you guys really need to do some homework on who he is. He's one of the guys, he's from the bloodline. He's from the bloodline who bought America, which was become reality within 1 year. The idea for MJ-12 was born. Majesty 12, also known as Majority 12, was created early in 1954 to oversee and conduct all covert activities concerning the alien question. It consisted, according to Cooper, okay, Bill Cooper. If you guys don't know who Bill Cooper are, you better get to know him. That's your hero right there. That's your role model. The director of Central Intelligence, all right? The CIA is in on it. J. Edgar Hoover, 6 men from the Executive Committee of Council for Foreign Relations, known as the Wise Men. 6 men from the Executive Committee for the Jason Group, a secret group formed during the Manhattan Project. If you haven't researched the Manhattan Project, you got homework. And Dr. Teller, no order could be given from the 19-member group and no action could be taken. Here it is. The contingency plan was formulated to deceive anyone who came close to the truth. It was known as the Majestic 12. It is a fraud and has successfully thrown most researchers off the trail. All right. The next alleged major event occurred in 1954 when our government made contact with a race of aliens that has since become known as the Greys. Evidently, they landed at Edwards Air Force Base, met with President Eisenhower, and signed a formal treaty. Okay? I just told you about this treaty that we had with the Greys. The treaty stated that the aliens would not interfere in our affairs and we would not interfere in theirs. We would keep their presence on Earth a secret and they would furnish us with advanced technology. Okay? And would help us in our technological development. They would not make any treaty with any other Earth nation. They could abduct humans on a limited and periodic basis for the purpose of medical examination and monitoring of our development. That's cloning. That is cloning. Remember, I just told you. See, when you're researching, it's so much that you have to do. Research is no joke. Okay, you got to go deep. If I was talking about aliens, I have to go get every book on aliens. If I was talking about cloning, I have to go get every book, Encyclopedia Britannica, resources, articles, you name it. I have to pull the work. I have to do the work. Okay? It says many humans have been abducted. Reports that EBE entities appear to be drones designed to carry out certain tasks. Now, didn't I just tell you your government sold you? Medical examination and monitoring of our development with the stipulation that the humans would not be harmed, but would be returned to their point of abduction, that the humans would have no memory of the event, and that the alien nation would furnish MJ-12 with a list of all human contacts and abductees on a regular scheduled basis. It was also agreed that bases would be constructed underground for the use of alienation. D-U-M-B. Look up DOMS. I told you the government is hiding out underground watching us. That's why they have you standing 6 feet apart, because the technology, let me tell you what happened with the technology. Let me run you back. The technology, okay, the aliens stiffed us on the technology. That's why we had better technology in the 1950s than we do now. Okay, microwaves were more powerful back in the 1950s than they are now. Like any electronics or appliances that your parents have, remember how dependable and sturdiest they was? Remember that big ass floor model TV that you could not tear up? Okay, you bring a plasma in the house, you go wrong one time with it, and you can fuck that plasma up. You can break the TV. Okay. The technology literally sucks now, and the aliens stiffed us on the technology. That's why I said I'm ready to get rid of my phone. It's 2020, all this technology, and we got stiffed. They held us back. And then that's the only real reason why I became a truther, because the technology sucked so bad, and I knew what the government had. All right. So, moving on. It also agreed that the bases would be constructed underground for the use of the alien nation. Also underground, they have a president. Y'all keep thinking Donald Trump is running shit? No. We have another president underground. And the 2 bases would be constructed for the joint use of the alien nation and the United States government. Exchange of technology would just take place in the jointly occupied bases. Okay? So, shortly thereafter, 2 outcomes became clear. The Greys ignored the terms of the treaty by abducting far more humans than they said they would, and they also carried out mutilations, both human and animal. Okay, that's why you get the crop circles. That's why you get the animals coming up missing. The Greys said that this was necessary for their survival and that they were a dying race, and that their genetic material had deteriorated to the point where they were no longer able to reproduce. They said that they needed our genetic material or they would be history. Our weapons were no match for theirs. As a result, it was necessary to remain on a friendly basis with the aliens, at least until we could develop weapon systems that might combat them. Okay? The name of this book changed my life, is Nothing in This Book is True, but Exactly How Things Are, by Bob Frissell. This is an amazing book. This book changed my life. This book really got me on to some stuff. This book also talks about the Anunnakis, the dimensions. This book talks about Merkaba and the dynasty, the Anunnaki dynasty. It also talks about Drunvalo, the right eye of Horus, the spiritualities. This is an amazing book. Teach you about your chakras and everything. I highly recommend, if you want to start with knowledge, this book is going to hit you the game. This book has every freaking thing that you need and will ever need if you are a truther. Okay? Look what this book tells you. It tells about the pole shifts, Merkaba, Melchizedek, our creators, Lemuria, Atlantis, the Lucifer Rebellion. We're going to talk about the Lucifer Rebellion here on another video. And Lemuria, Thoth, Egypt in the stair-step evolution, Akhenaten, the Law of One, humans, Phi ratio, the spiral, the Fibonacci sequence, the chakra system, the eternal chakra points, the eye, the Great Pyramid, the prana, activating your Merkaba, the Philadelphia experiment, okay? The secret government, the end time prophecies, the emergence into the fourth world, the blue star, the common denominator, the Hopi prophecy fulfilled. Okay? Your body is light and you are immortal. This book will change your life. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? We have to read and we have to learn knowledge. You have to keep growing your knowledge each and every day, because the government hates you. And they're one-upping you every time you get out into this real world, okay? They're trying to kill you. They're literally trying to kill you. If you want to know where to order this book from, all you got to do is type it in and Google it. You can find it anywhere. I mean, anything you want to know, all you got to do is type it in the internet search. It'll pop up. And then I stay in the bookstore. You can't keep me out of the bookstore. I'm always looking for books online. Anything you want to know. Listen here, you never have to ask anybody for anything, because anything you want to know, you have a computer. You have a computer. If I want to find this book, all I got to do is type in the title. Nothing in this book is true, but it's exactly how things are. Amazon has it. Okay? Amazon. I actually got this from... What's the other one besides Barnes & Noble? It's not Barnes & Nobles. It's another one. Anyway, moving on. Back to clones. We got off subject there, but back to clones. Okay? So that's what they're doing. Okay? That's what all is really, really going on here. Image capturing technology. All right? Let me show you this. You see this? 1, 2, 3. Books a million. There you go. Books a million. 1, 2, 3. How many cameras do we really need? That would either make me a narcissist, or that would make NSA, CIA, and the FBI all different cameras to look at me. That's what that is. NSA, FBI, CIA, all watching from your TV, from your home station. That's why we got to get rid of these phones. Because guess what? They created the technology for you in order to let them in. Now, why I'm bringing this up, because we need to talk about this. All right, this is why you're getting possessed. And this is why you're getting demons entering into you and negative spirits, all right? It says... Imaging capturing technology. This is where refractive light and image capturing technology, while capturing the soul, capturing animals, capturing nature, whatever levels of capture, that would mirror an exact replica of an item, person, animal in a holographic projection into another phantom dimension. All right? It says this phantom dimension feed line influences to the 7-dimension violet ray and phantom wormhole. If you don't know what a wormhole is, you better get there fast. A lot of you were opening vortexes with the brooms and shit. Remember that when a lot of you were opening the vortexes with the brooms? You open a wormhole. You open a Stargate. Cut it out. You better stop doing these trends. Okay, so it says Arcturian intersections as well as 7-dimension planetary logos, the planetary brain control mechanism. This is a soul capture, creates a probable future timeline of that person, animal, here on the 3rd dimension Earth now. And it's a replica parallel clone. It is leading it towards its own pathway of destruction into a phantom dimension of enslavement. Why do you think minimum wage is what it is? Why do you think they take from the poor? Okay? Is it clicking for you? Is it making sense why I'm telling you what I'm telling you? Okay? An eventual consumption by these negatives and control artificial future timelines. The Mandela effect. Okay? I'm breaking this down to you so intricately that you'll be like, yo, this queen is on to something. This goddess is really doing her job. I want you to feel like I'm getting through to you. Okay? This is exactly like understanding the computer technology of a mirror site server. When one wants to have multiple copies or clones of the same website content accessible in many countries, they will create a duplicate of the original site and replicate its projection onto many internet IP addresses. Didn't I just talk to y'all about IP addresses? Remember how I told you, if the government wants you, all they got to do is tap onto your IP address? That's why I told y'all, stop saying try BitChute. Stop trying to say Patreon and all that stuff. They have my IP address. I can't move. I can't do anything, okay? So the internet, and let me tell you about the internet. This is why I said stop sending me videos. You're passing negative energy. You are doing their work for them. Say if there was a hidden encrypted message in those videos that they wanted me to see, and it's really MK Ultra mind control. When you send that video to me and I tap into that video and I watch it, thank God I'm spiritually blocked from all the shit that they put out. So I could watch those videos, but say if an untrained mind, that was a feeble mind, they couldn't. Okay, so whatever is in that video, if it was a demon in that video, if it was a facetious spirit in that video, when you watch that video, okay, number one, you got to think electricity. Remember, what did we need to clone a human? It's like Frankenstein. What did Frankenstein need? What did Victor Frankenstein need to make Frankenstein? He needed electricity. What did he do? He opened up his ceiling, and on a rainy, stormy, cloudy, thundering, lightning night, he let the lightning in to strike Frankenstein. Remember, because he had to create, he had to clone. Follow me, think with me, okay? So, remember I told you, in order to clone, you need electricity, okay? So when you send me these videos through the IP portals, okay, that travels through the tunneling protocols of the internet and through the data cable, all right, you're sending entities, spirits, and negative shit to me. I don't want no part of that. Okay? I don't want no part of that. I know more of what's going on in the world than you do. Why are you subjecting to me what I already know? Okay? I don't need to know anything that's going on. Trust me, I know what's going on in the world. That's why I said don't send these videos. You're doing the work for them. You're passing the energy, and you're making sure that these entities get out. Okay? If you're going to share videos, ask the person, say, you know, yo, can I send you this video? Do you mind? You're actually intruding on someone's mental space. Okay, you're intruding on their mental space, and you could probably either cause them mental damage, emotional damage, spiritual damage. Okay? You don't know the damage you're doing passing around this disgusting shit. That's why I stopped, like no fight videos. I don't want to see no fight videos. I don't want to see no demeaning videos. I don't want to see any of that stuff, because you're keeping that energy alive. You're feeding those archons. You're feeding the virals, the virils. You're feeding the demons, and you're feeding any other reptile and entity out there. Okay? So if all it takes is electricity and some bad spirits to send things your way, don't you think you too as well need to control what you're doing, what you're watching, what you're passing, and what you're seeing? Okay? You're playing into the role, you're playing into the part. All right? You don't even know it. Let's get back to this. So, and we're talking about the soul capture technology. All right? I'm showing you how they're capturing the technology. All right. What, baby? Oh, come here. Hold on. Take a break. Come on. He's been sick. Come on. You okay? Oh, he's been sick. You okay? Yeah. Y'all, he's been throwing up the past few days. Come on. You okay, buddy? I love you. I hope you get better. Hang out with me. Lay down, hang out. All right, lay down, little buddy. All right. Osiris is going to hang out with us and just take over the show. Well, thank you. He wants to sit in my lap. He's been sick. All right, so where did we leave off at? All right, so the soul capture technology does exactly that. Whomever is not soul connected, using their soul or innocent bystander like an animal or a mammal, a negative form projection of their genetic signature would be captured and projected into the military gray alien technology siphoning device into the phantom wormhole field to simultaneously power and feed the operation of the black hole technology. Okay? When they get around the cube and they circle the cube, okay, that's black hole technology. That Metatron cube, that's what they're doing, the Saturn's cube. Okay, this technology was getting upgrades, and they were testing it in the field, testing in the 5th dimension and the 3rd dimension and parallels. Remember, I told you we have to ascend to the 5th dimension. All right, when you go to sleep, that's the 4th dimension. All right, you're astral projecting in that dimension. When you're in the 4th dimension, you really have to protect yourself, because when you dream, it's like a whole nother world. Okay, it's not dreams. You're living a whole nother parallel universe. You're living a whole nother life. All right. Negative forms. We are the threshold of new creations to be built upon the new energetic architect that is transcendent of the old 3rd dimension. Remember, that's why your reality is being crushed right now. That's why all truths are coming to light. That's why all truths are coming to light. Everything you've done in the dark must be seen. Old 3D. Those which had included the projection of its negative form, the negative form was a byproduct of the old polarity and duality of the matrix, where the exact opposite or negative of a blueprint's creation was projected into the antiparticle layers and created an antiparticle double. This negative form siphoned energy and dispersed to the planetary Kundalini energies, becoming extremely distorted, fragmented, and absorbed in our astral emotional body. What did I just say? You astral project in the 4D. Okay? Let me see. Where were we? And then check this out. That's why I said we're going to talk about chakras. Okay? In order to keep things out of your body, you have to stay aligned with your chakras. You have to keep your chakras aligned. This is no joke. Okay? Chakras is nothing to be satanic. It's no evil, no none of that. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Your chakras is the vital way you live. Okay? You have to have your chakras open in order for you to evolve and grow. When you can't find the words to speak, that means your throat chakra is blocked. Wake up. When you can't think properly, that means your crown chakra, the top of your head, is blocked. Wake up. There's nothing demonic about you and your body. Okay? I promise you. So it says, the negative form, an antiparticle double, has been parasitized by many forces without our known consent. Okay? The government has been releasing evil magic on you forever. That's why you have to fight magic with magic, because the government knows what they're doing to you. In order for the anti-life force system to be energized and manifested within the old 3D architect, this projection of its negative, okay, was a necessary part of the elemental form of manifestation. We're going to talk about manifestation another day, but you already know how to manifest. Our human physical body is an elemental vehicle and is comprised of elements of the planet. All right? This has created a lot of genetic damage to the original divine crystal blueprint and the physical body as it is manifested, accumulated, frozen karmic crystals and miasma. Okay, these negative form bodies can be used to create clones in other timelines. All right? They're pulling from your body. That's why voodoo is real. When I make a voodoo doll, all I need is your hair, something of you, something of your essence, okay, to make this doll. You guys don't understand how the universe works. You are very much so lost in how this universe works. Cloning is real. Okay? This is what the government has been doing for eons. All right? And it's about high time that you start learning what cloning is. Let me get you hip to the game so you can recognize what's going on. I know this is a long video, but here it is. All right. I'm going to show you how the celebrities get down. Okay? So, replication clones are grown from birth using a single cell taken from the original body. Replication clones, while identical to the donor cell body, are their own soul with their own personality that develops independently as they grow. This is what your scientists and this is what your doctors are doing. When you go into the hospital, stop giving your blood work. Okay? When you go to see your doctor, stop doing your blood work. That's why you need to learn how to heal yourself. You're putting yourself in the hands of a maniacal scientist. And I covered that scientist card in the Illuminati Revelation videos that I did the other day. This is being done, but not the main way the Illuminati employ cloning, okay? Duplication clones are grown in about 5 months in a tank as a fully formed adults or grown to whatever age the donor was who gave their cell sample. You better stop giving plasma. You better stop giving blood. You better stop going into these hospitals and into these doctors' office because you don't know who they work for. These men have no moral code. Okay? These doctors could give a rat's ass if you live or die. They're going to keep you alive to keep testing on you and to keep replicating and splicing your DNA. It is as simple as that. It is as simple as that. And if you don't know how this works, go back to biology and mitosis and look that up. Okay? Look how when the ovum, when the egg splits, okay? That's natural cloning. When I have twins, that's a natural cloning process. All right, this is how smart humans got. They learned that when twins are born, that's a natural cloning process. That's the only cloning that God allows are twins. Okay, so however, do not be fooled by the psyop movie The Island. These clones are in perpetual coma unless activated by a real person through REM. Where do we find REM? In our sleep. Remember I told you about the fourth dimension. Remember I told you that's real life in the fourth dimension. The REM phase consciousness transfer or else purely mechanically by an AI brain. That's why Elon punk-ass Musk is trying to bring in AI, robotoid clones. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Robotoid clones. Dude, look at this. The stuff is real. That's what they're doing. And they can grow it in 5 months in a tank. That's harvesting. That's why it's so many punk ass sheep out here. That's why it's so many scary motherfuckers out here, because they're fucking duplication clones and they don't have a soul to themselves. They don't have gonads or testicles or the gumption to be a real human being. When a duplication robotoid clone, flesh and blood, body, computer, brain, soulless. Flesh, blood, body, computer, brain, soulless. Okay? That's why a lot of people are heartless. That's why a lot of people don't have emotions. Okay? You'll look at somebody and say, damn, are you human? You know? So when the duplication robotoid clone, okay, is told to commit suicide, it will do so without hesitation. That's why we had a lot of suicide come up. That's why we have a lot of suicide come up. Let's see. 1 second. Okay. So we're trying to get through this video. It's a lot of information that I got to get to you. But if I didn't get you this information, you'll be mad at me, and I'm taking a sabbatical. So now you got infinite homework to do, because now you'll be researching forever. Okay, so that's why we have a lot of suicides. Stop playing. No human is I know humans. Humans are really, they're really vain. They're narcissists at their core, because they love themselves too much to commit harm to themselves. So that's why you see all these celebrities talking about, oh, suicide hotline. No, honey, that computer brain done told itself to kill itself. Okay? And it will do so without hesitation. They have no instinct for self-preservation. They're psychologically alive. Cut them and they'll bleed. But they have no independent soul. Okay? Will or self-awareness. They run on advanced AI wetware computer programming. Okay? Elon Musk is doing this. If you don't believe anything I say out of all of this, research Elon Musk and see what that punk ass bitch is doing. They can even download memories of the person and mimic their behavior. I believe that most of these celebrity glitches are coming from these type of soulless robotoids glitching out. Okay? The third and apparently most common way the Illuminati use clones these days are in REM-driven duplication clones. The easiest way to visualize these two bodies, but one soul or consciousness driving both. Okay? So they can have a body in the underground. They can have the real body underground. All right. And then they can have the clone up top, and they can run the programming, the software programming from underground. Okay. This is why you have a lot of whack shooters. A lot of police say, oh, yeah, a shooter came out of somewhere. If you notice, you'll look into these people's eyes. You'll look into their eyes, and their eyes look soulless. They really look soulless. So you're like, what's going on? They look possessed. Well, yeah, they're robots. They're clones. That's why they look that way. Uh, I had some pictures, but I can't find them right now. Let's see. And it also happens when a normal human is asleep in REM phase and transferred via mind hack technology into that body. Likewise, the only way for the person to animate their clone is to be asleep. I'm so glad I don't sleep. You're not getting shit on me. You're not getting anything over on me. So likewise, the only way for the person to animate their clone is to be asleep. This is the type of cloning that the Illuminati prefers to use because they don't glitch out as often as the robotoids, okay? Watch the 3rd season of Black Mirror or the movie Avatar. Perfect example. And the movie Avatar was about how the government came in and shut down the black people and took their land. Not no whitewashed the Indians you see today with the straight hair. If you see an Indian with the straight hair, they're not indigenous. They're not true indigenous. They're just a whitewashed legacy of the slave masters. All right. To see how they hide this information in plain sight, hidden in fiction, it so seems too far-fetched or silly to be taken serious. In the following video, researcher Jesse Spots is a compilation of celebrity or media person glitches. Let's check this out. Eminem is a clone. Look at that robot face. Eminem is perfect.
The employs different types of technology, different types of clones. The most important factor is the REM cloning. But it took me years of seeing things like you're about to see before I went looking for the answers.
To spark him even more than he's been sparked lately. You know what I'm saying? Kind of push it further and just...
Okay, let me stop you right here. Let me stop. That's why y'all gotta stop getting these damn tattoos. Come here, let me talk to you. Woo, y'all gonna wear me out with these tattoos. I hate to see somebody covered with tattoos because that means 2 things. Okay? One can be a good reason. Another one can be bad. Okay, but when you see these men come out of prison, honey, and they tatted the fuck up from head to toe, Lord, they could have just did a stint. They just could have did a bid. You know how it go. They were bored and then they were drawing on themselves. That's 1, okay? And then 2 is the government knows that they're a robot and they didn't get made properly. So if you have any, say if my breasts were the wrong size, the government is going to put a tattoo right there to cover it up. That's why I said stop getting these tattoos. It is a government psyop, okay? Please, 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 please. Your body is a temple. Nothing is supposed to be on it, okay? So if you see somebody with a lot of tattoos on them, chances are they're a clone. Okay? That's why you see a lot of these military freaks, these military mercenaries. That's why you see them covered with tattoos head to toe, because let me tell you what the government does. The government will take them to make them the perfect soldier. The government is cloning the soldiers. Your soldier, if your soldier went off and did a bid with the government, he is a clone. I promise you, he is a killing machine for the government. Okay? I am weary of anybody with tattoos head to toe covered up. For what? Why? Why would you? And the tattoos don't even mean shit. You want to tell a story? Write a book. Okay? Tattoos back in the day was to distinct what tribe was which, because everybody back in the day, everybody was black. Everybody had melanin. Okay? And so it was, imagine all the black people walking around and we all looked alike. Okay? So if I take this and I put it on me, that will let you know I'm part of the red tribe. All right? If this was a tattoo and I put it on me, well, I'm from the red tribe. Okay? So then if I take this tattoo and I put it on me, that means I'm with the clear tribe. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what tattoos used to be for, to differentiate which tribe you are in. Okay? You are not 6. Why are you drawing on your body? Remember when you were little and you used to go get the pen and write on yourself? It's ink poisoning. So you're going to put that on your skin, and it's going to sit there, and it's going to seep into your skin, giving you all kind of damage. You're going to have so much chemical damage from that ink, it's not even funny. Like, I mean, tattoos don't even make sense. It does not make sense. You're not part of a tribe, okay? We know you love your kids. We know you love your mama. Why do you have to put your name on you? You don't know your name? I mean, make it make sense, because it's not registering to me. It's not clicking to me as to why you need tattoos. And the only reason why I can think of is to cover up that you're not human. So now, a lot of you humans who are covered in tattoos that have no meaning, okay? And another thing, if you get a lot of tattoos, you're probably a self-cutter. You probably cut a lot because all you're doing is inflicting pain. Do you honestly think I would let you sit there with 20 needles and one gun and just pierce my skin? It's insanity, okay? That means you like self-harm, okay? And we should work on that. Because if you sit there and you let somebody pierce your skin over and over and over on an open wound, somebody you don't even know, making you bleed, drawing blood from you, man, that don't even sound logic or healthy. It doesn't. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. So the government is putting all these tattoos on these clones to blend them in, to make them look real. That's why when you go in the medical field now, I can't even stand it. You go in the medical field and everybody's tatted, got a goddamn sleeve, a doctor with a sleeve, a nurse with a sleeve, a lab tech with a sleeve. I'm like, y'all look like y'all came off, it's unprofessional. It's unprofessional as hell. It is. I'm sorry. It don't even look right. All them tattoos. So that's why the government is getting y'all to do these trends. They're getting you to participate in on the lie, okay? They're covering up these clones with the tattoos, all right? So let's get back to the video. Okay, so
That's what it did. It's like, yo, come on.
you notice how Dr. Dre beefed up?
Oh,
That don't even look real. That y'all remember? Hold on, check this out.
just metaphor.
Y'all remember what's the movie when Will Ferrell and Brad Pitt did the cartoon? Okay, and Will Ferrell kept saying "Shul, Shul." Okay, and he was in the superhero the outfit. Look at Dr. Dre's outfit. It looked like the outfit that Henry Cavill wore in Superman. Look at the muscles. Even Dave Chappelle came out with a whole new body. Look at this.
This song and this video was like, the rebirth of something.
Look at completely two different.
To whatever the future holds for me and what
Harvey and me to introduce Marshall Mathers.
Look.
You may know him as Eminem, but he's going to join the Saturday Night Crew with our music intro starting next Saturday night. But folks, I want to take you to the world premiere of one of his new
Look at Kirk. Look at Kirk Herbstreit. Look at Kirk Herbstreit flipping out at him.
Top of the charts. So was that the great Rick Rubin who was...
Look at Kirk Herbstreit flipping out.
Marshall, when you did that? Yeah, sorry. Live TV. Live TV freaks me out a little bit. Yes, I'm sorry. What was the question? For the first time...
He had a glitch. Eminem had a glitch. He's a clone. Okay, Eminem been dead and gone. Eminem had a heroin problem. Okay, he had a very bad heroin problem, and the real Eminem is dead. Okay.
It's over the whole country. That's never been done before. So when that goes, this one falls. If these cities start to fail, we're left to treasuries. Okay, but here's where I want to get. As all of these fell, they all piled into the federal government. And now it's all contained therein. Okay, so what does that mean? So now when you're buying these, you're buying all the garbage. Okay, so all of this that was bad, that everybody said, oh no, we can't invest in that. The government invested in, and now this is full of cancer. If all of those had cancer, this now has it. Okay, so this is treasuries. You all right? I'm passing out. Okay, are you okay? You want to hang on? Passing out. Okay. Why don't you want to sit down? Go on. Okay. All right. Oh. You okay?
Clone down.
Okay. Somebody help him, please.
Clone down.
We'll be back. We'll be back in just a second.
Directly alongside Matt Lauer and Al Roker. Will someone do the junior high harmony? It's like this.
Watch Al Roker.
Have a certain amount of distance between
Yes,
bodies
exactly.
in junior high.
Yeah, it's like they say in Catholic school, leave room for the Holy Ghost. Anyway, there is a lot of memories today, actually. It's a big day.
Watch this fool.
35 years ago today, Elvis Presley passed away, the king of rock and roll.
He didn't move. He stayed there. He did not move.
Get to that type of scenario if you're lucky enough to be in this thing for 15 years.
Okay, look how Nelly's left arm is so small, and then look how his right arm is so big. Johnny Depp. So that's pretty much it. Wendy Williams, same thing that happened to Wendy. You watched that clone glitch out. Y'all remember this favorite episode?
It was a real-life scare for Wendy Williams on Halloween morning. We've got a lot to talk about because the talk show host passed out.
She don't even look like, it's like 3 different Wendy's. She don't even look like herself.
Costume contest, we do it every year. It's always a lot of fun. Let's get started. Our first caress.
Glitching. She's glitching. Watch her eyes.
The show cuts to black.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. I have no sympathy for these clones, buddy. None. All right, let's look at how they look. This is the original Marshall Mathers. This is the original Eminem before he died. Look at his ears. He looks like a freaking mechanical robot. Who did that horrible edge up? That is just garbage. That is just garbage. Look at the difference. Look at this. Complete different guy. And I never thought Eminem could rap. I think the last time I thought Eminem could rap was nowadays everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move the lips. That was the last time Eminem did his shit, okay? Look at the old Eminem. Look at the new Eminem. Completely two different Eminems. Remember this guy? Perfect. Remember this guy? Remember this guy? They said he did the Dark Knight shootings. Remember how I said they all look possessed? Look at his eyes. All their eyes look like this. Every time, and look, you're going to go back and watch a lot of news stories, and anytime that hold on, let me find this. Anytime that they tell you that they apprehended a suspect, 9 times out of 10, it's a clone. And the government did it to get away with it. So 9 times out of 10, they're apprehending clones. All right? Ah, here it is. Look at this. Perfect. Found this one today. Oregon man arrested after trying to kidnap 11-year-old girl at park. Look at his eyes. Those are mechanical eyes. He's possessed. He doesn't even know what he's there for. I'm pretty sure they tapped into his subconscious. Look at his eyes. Telltale signs. That's a machine. That's a robot. Look at this. Look at the eyes. And if you've been around drug users, okay, if you've been around drug users, you know how the pupil dilates. No, this is completely different. This is not even that. This is not even that. 2 different people. 2 different freaking people. The first guy they said who did it, and then this is the second guy that they brought in. Okay? And this is how the Dark Knight, okay, this is why they kill Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger was a sacrifice. The Dark Knight Joker, in order for, what's his name? Dang, I forgot his name. The guy who does the Batman movies. In order for his movie to become successful, he had to have a sacrifice. That's why you had the shooting massacre of 2012. That was the guy who does the Batman films. That was his sacrifice, okay? The movie theater shooting up. That's why I keep telling y'all, if they run it in the media, okay, it is a crisis, stage crisis scenario going on. Let's see what else we got. This is supposed to be Susan Sarandon. Shut up. Look at Susan Sarandon. Bruh, number one, she's old as shit. Okay? There's no way she looks younger here than she does there. All right? This is her clone. Look at the eyes. Let's look at the eyes. Look at that. Anime eyes. Look at the eyes. You can always tell by the eyes. When you see a lot of celebrities looking like each other, they're usually cloned, okay? Rumor is that Beyonce died in 1999, okay? They sacrificed Beyonce a long time ago, and Rihanna as well. Look at this. That's like the worst, let me copy your homework, cloning I've ever seen in my life. So they bought back Liz Taylor's old clone body and gave it to Mockingjay, Katniss Everdeen. That's what they did. Yeah, pretty much. Look at that. They even have the same little facial structure. You can tell. Look at this. One is Keira Knightley. That's Keira Knightley, and that's Natalie Portman. There's no way these two women should look the fucking same, all right? No way. There's no way. And this has just been going on. I heard Avril Lavigne died a long time ago. She's really dead. She died a long time ago. Beyonce looked like a whole man. Check this out. Okay, here's how you know. Women, stop doing these damn eyebrows. The transgender men do these eyebrows to hide that brow bone. So this is really a transgender Beyonce. Okay? This is a transgender Beyonce. Men's cheeks are high, women's cheeks are low. Look at that brow bone. That's why she has those. Stop drawing those eyebrows. It means you're a transgender woman. Okay? It means you're a man trying to be a woman. Cut it the fuck out. Cut it out. So it's pretty much. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. How many times have they probably cloned Michael Jackson? And you know what? I think I honestly want to say that The Weeknd is harnessing off Michael Jackson's shit. Because he says a lot of stuff, and The Weeknd sounds a lot like Michael Jackson. The Weeknd sounds a lot like Michael Jackson. Look at the old Ariana Grande. Look at this shit. That's not even her anymore. Who is this? Who? And then they use these women as porn and escorts. It's the same replica of the same person. Look at this. The similarities are just alarming, dude. That's a reptile. That's how they clone. She's a reptile. Look at Britney Spears. Britney Spears just, dude. They said she's dead, but her body is still in cryostasis. She's still in cryogenesis. They're holding on to her body. Look at this. Completely different woman. Look at the nose. That's not even her nose. It's not even her nose, dude. So this is a story going around that she's really the daughter. Okay? Not the sister. She's really the daughter. And it makes sense because look at that face. Who? Bruh. Ain't no way you came from the same parents. It's just not. You know how that you get the siblings that one look like the daddy, one look like the mama? I just don't see it happening here. I don't see it. Really? Jack Black, this is what y'all doing? You see how they get down? They try. Look at this. Really? Really? Same people. Same people. Even Hitler had a clone. Look how creepy this one is. And these are pedophiles, by the way. Look how creepy this is. Look, Zach Replica. So I think that's all we have time for today. Oh, they killed Raven. They killed her off a long time ago. Oh God, look at this one. This is a horrible picture. That is a robot. That's a whole dude, it's like one of them dolls I used to have when I was a kid. Look at this, and then look at this. It's a whole robot. Different chin, different. This is horrible. This is horrible. Who the hell is that? Well, look at this. We already know this fool is. Look at his eyes. We already know he's a clone. And I want to say he's probably a reptile. He's probably something other than that. Look at this fool. Spitting image. So this tells you how long they've been cloning people. You just don't come back. How are you going to explain that? They're the same people. How are you going to explain that? Elizabeth Taylor and what's her face, complete decades apart. How do you explain that? How? You just don't. You don't. Bruh, look at this horrible Obama clone. Look at this Obama clone. This is horrible. You can tell how bad they get. You can tell with the technology how it gets. You can tell when they're not doing a good job. This is how bad technology really, really is. Okay? This is the real Paul McCartney back then. And this is the one they replaced him with. Look at the eyebrow. Look at the eyebrow. And from the looks of it, he looks real. That eyebrow, he has no brow bone. This one has a brow bone. You see the difference? You see the genetic differences? This nose is crooked. That nose is straight. It's in the genetics. Oh yeah, Doja Cat. She's a whatever she is. Look at this bitch, bruh. Who the fuck is that? Who are you? This fool went from looking like Jafar from Aladdin. Look, there's no telling who the hell is this. Grandmama. She looks so old, and you know cloning makes you old. That's why a lot of these celebrities, They get old real fast because remember, it says the faster you're born as a clone, you know, it takes 5 months to grow you. Okay, and you're going to grow at a rapid rate. That's why a lot of these celebrities get old really, really fast. That's why they look bad really, really fast. Look at her transformation, dude. She don't even have the same baby hairs. Look at this. Look at this. And she's just old here. She's old. So, all right. Well, that's all we have the time for today. Whew. One hell of a video. I hope you enjoyed the video. That is cloning at its finest. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just the freaking tip. That's the tip. It's so much deeper. I got so much more evidence. I got so much more information. It's so much more stuff. So maybe we'll finish that on a part 2 of the video. But thank you for your time. Thank you for kicking it with me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for loving and supporting me. Love you guys. I hope all is well. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Do self-care. Have self-respect. Pray to the Most High. Pray for those around you. Stop being judgmental. Let everybody live, and let's come together and fight this fight together, okay? We need you. We love you. You're needed. We support you, okay? And go do good. I love you. Have a good one. Here in Crystal Clear, I'm out.